Shalom, shalom. It is Tuesday, September 14th, and I'm being photobombed by Kat. I wanted to talk to you today about pressure canning your food with a pressure canner. I know I'm a little bit of a rebel. I would prefer to do things the approved way, but I did not have a pressure canner until recently. And let me tell you, there's a little bit of a learning curve to it. So I've been having issues with the beans that I've been cooking with the liquid siphoning out. Well, there's several causes several things that can cause that. Lid's too tight, lid's not tight enough, bad lids, bad jars with cracks or chips or something in the top. Pressures and temperatures going up and down erratically. None of those were my issues. My issue was this right here. This is the weight that comes on the is it Presto pressure canner that I got, and so this is the weight that comes on it. It's a 15 pound. In this area, 15 pounds is spot on, except I live in the bowl of the city, and the elevation here is under 1,000 feet. So I did not need 15 pounds of pressure. This was pushing the liquid out of the jars. So I got a weighted pressure that is, I'm trying to get the other piece, adjustable. So you have all three together are 15 pounds. If you take one off, don't knock it in the floor. Okay. If you take one off, that makes it 10 pounds of pressure. If you take the other one off, it makes it 5 pounds of pressure. So for my area, excuse me, I always wake up with a raspy, an itchy throat, so allergies, fun. So if you live in you have to know your elevation, and that's one thing that's very important that I have learned. So I canned beans yesterday, and they turned out beautifully. And I just pre-soak my beans. I don't pre-cook them because they're going to cook in the water bath anyway, and it has to reach a temperature. I mean, in the pressure canner anyway, and it has to reach a certain temperature. By the way, for botulism, to kill botulism, boil it for 5 minutes. That will kill botulism. Thanks, CDC. So, I kind of rebel a little bit when I don't know who decided that this is a safe practice. How did they decide that's a safe practice? And a lot of the things that they're, because it used to be a safe practice. I have one of the old canning books, old Kerr canning book, that water bath canning was perfectly safe. You had to process for 3 hours, but it was perfectly safe. So what changed? Oh yeah, they have new. Has there been an uptick in botulism poisoning? No. There was, but that was like at a rest area in California. A couple of years ago, one person died. A lot of people got sick because they had food sitting out for hours and hours and hours under heat lamps. That's not safe food practices. But from home canning, there has not been an outbreak. That's what the CDC calls it. There's not been an outbreak of people dying because, and you know why? Because it boils when you cook it, when you process it. But then you also have, when you take it out of the jar, but when you take it out of the can, what do? You heat it up to boiling. So the reason there's not a rash of people dying, and there wasn't years ago before the universities decided that you have to pressure cook it for a certain length of time, and it has to be certain pounds of pressure or you don't kill the botulism. The reason people did not die from botulism and why it was a safe canning practice is because when you take a jar out of the can, most of the things you eat cold are like pickles and stuff that are acid based or sugar based. So those are very good preservatives. But the reason that beans and stuff were cooked for 3 hours and no one died is because when you take them out of the jar, what do? You heat them up and you boil them for, 5 to 10 minutes. That's just, that was just common practices. And it may have even boiled longer than that with the old wood stove. So anyway, just wanted to share that. So just this little change right here fixed my siphoning issue. So yeah, I was excited about that. I got a lot accomplished today and I'm very happy about that. So Yahuah bless you and keep you and give you shalom until next time. Yahuah bless.